नीचे दिए हुए लाल बटन पर क्लिक करके इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और घंटी के बटन को क्लिक करना ना भूलें। BKT मीडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड।
There is no way that the MD and CEO tag would have got attached if I had not had the CA.
Honestly tell you that if I was not a chartered accountant, I wouldn't be able to do what I could do.
I always take pride in being identified as a chartered accountant.
आज मैं जो कुछ हूँ, पेरेंट्स और माय प्रोफेशन सी इंस्टीट्यूट।
ICI members are known as the complete business solution providers, and with their wide range of knowledge and experience, CAs are considered as the custodians of public interest and welfare, as they discharge all their responsibilities in the best interests of the nation.
When I was a power minister, I made a presentation to the cabinet, which is very rare because you don't make presentation to cabinet. Cabinet discusses only agendas, on business agenda. I made a presentation on power sector. And Arun Jaitley was the Minister of State. There was a Chartered Accountant Annual Day program, 1st of July. He went there and he said, I'm impressed with Chartered Accountant because Suresh Prabhu, as a power minister, but also as a Chartered Accountant, which he always is, he made a presentation to the cabinet. And then we understood the complexity as well as the challenges of the power sector, and that only a chartered accountant could do. So this was a big tribute, not only to me, but I would say to the profession, and I really owe it to my profession.
Being a chartered accountant and having the qualification of chartered accountancy, in HSI IDC I have arranged term loans of about 35,000 crore during a period of 5 years when I was CFO with them.
Okay.
The day I took over as CFO, my cost of funds was about 11.5%. I brought down the cost of funds from 11.5% to 10.25% within a short span of 3 months.
Quite remarkable, sir.
And the savings in cost, the interest cost, was about 225 crores in 5 years, which itself is more than the establishment cost of the HSIDC.
CA degree helped me first to, start with the finance and accounts. And finance and accounts taught me full details of how does the business work. You understand all the complexities of business, all the business drivers, the value drivers of business, how business can make money or may not make money. So as an accountant, I think you get the advantage of looking into every aspect of business, be it manufacturing or marketing or purchasing or financing, everything you come to know. And that's where it enables you to take a larger position.
Yes.
And that's what I could do. And then going through the positions, I was lucky to become CEO at the age of 35.
What the CA course gives us is the ability to think in a very rational manner.
Yes, a very
And
analytical thinking.
Very analytical thinking. It allows a manager that whatever action you take, whether it's on marketing, technology, purchases, human resources, it allows you to link back to what it will do to the organization.
In fact, on every piece of paper when we sell in the packets, we write that when you buy a packet, we are planting a tree.
Oh, wow.
We are not cutting tree. The qualification is a fantastic value creator for my role. Because let's understand in the business, what do we think? We create value for all the stakeholders.
Yes.
And who understands value better than a chartered accountant?
The competence of chartered accountants can be judged from the fact that even before he qualifies his CA course, he undergoes a rigorous 3 years of training and has a wide exposure to technicalities of business.
The CA degree teaches you not only about mathematics but accounting aspect, management aspect, and then when you do the practice as a article clerk, you do audits of your companies, you also file the tax returns. So you get actually exposed to those kind of, I would say, corporate balance sheets, and I think in stock market, the power of equity research is huge. So most of the analysts, they start understanding the company's value through balance sheets.
It shapes the way you think, Shilpa. What it does and why it is so arduous and difficult is because it teaches you basics, and it teaches you basics through experiential learning. This is about knowing the basics, hardcore learning it and practicing it when you go out to do audits in firms.
So it develops your critical thinking, I feel.
It develops everything. It makes you think It makes you apply, it makes you learn the theory and the application of the theory.
Initial 2 years were very tough time.
एक छोटी सी कंपनी को
Big
इतने
losses.
बड़े लेवल पर लेके
Big
जाना.
losses. So because of this degree and financial knowledge, accounting knowledge, we could take corrective action faster.
हाँ.
We could decide and guide to the people how they should look into it, not just because of the activity, but whether this activity is giving them right results in terms of profits.
I deal with some issues like, terror financing or countering money laundering. When you are a chartered accountant, it does help you in disposing or dealing with certain subjects where you need skills of economics, accounting, finance, audit. I also lead in Indian delegations in many of the joint working groups which India has set up with foreign countries. And while having dialogues, I think being a chartered accountant, it comes naturally to me to talk about these issues.
There are many other areas that CA program also has, where then people after completing their chartered accountancy degree, they actually pick up different verticals for their career progression. So somebody becomes a tax expert, somebody becomes an audit expert, somebody does takes up a consulting job. So there are enough branches that you can branch out of CA from career progression standpoint. But if you have to be an entrepreneur to be able to see the business holistically comes handy. Among maybe any other programs as well. But I think CA does a good job of setting up that foundation.
Wherever the chartered accountants are there as an industrialist or the entrepreneur, whether it is the stock market or the different industrial segments, they have really been outperformed. They are bringing the name of this profession to the world. Who can do anything bigger? It's the profession of the chartered accountancy because of the strength of the knowledge, strength of the minds, and naturally the taking little risk also along with it.
You not only learn, but you also understand how disciplined one must be with money, doing mergers and acquisitions, the growth story of what
the
you
bigger
need to,
aspects.
the bigger aspects of it, the nuances of it, and that is what our institute is all about, which is continuous learning. The institute itself gives you a plus all the time. So you can relate with it, you can upgrade your skills. And I think that is the crux of the entire chartered accountancy degree.
Chartered accountancy is unique in terms of combination of account, finance, audit, law, and also now certain understanding of systems and data processing. So if I have to bet on any entrepreneur, given other things being equal, I prefer a chartered accountant because I know that at least he understands account, finance, and nobody will take him for a ride.
And he knows that language.
And he knows that language, and he also has understanding of law, which is also very essential in any business environment.
Exactly.
सीए की डिग्री ना आपको एक कॉन्फिडेंस तो देती है, लेकिन साथ में एक चीज प्रूव करती है कि आपका आईक्यू लेवल क्या है. कोई मैनेजमेंट मुझे इंटरव्यू के दौरान है ना बेवकूफ बना के नहीं जा सकता. नंबर्स में उससे पहले कैलकुलेट करके बता दूं, रीजंस में उससे पहले पढ़ के बता दूं.
मैजिक इन द फिंगर्स.
एब्सोल्युटली. जब तक वो कोई सोचे तब तक तो हमारे अच्छा सर इसका मतलब आपका इतना सेल्स आया, इतना प्रॉफिट, अच्छा ये मार्जिन से आपके.
इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज हैविंग वेरियस कमिटीज, of which this is one committee for members in industry and business. This year what we have thought of to have the various programs for the younger generation, for the older generation, and for the middle management level of the members in industry. And beside that, this unique program which we have decided is to have a talk show with the successful chartered accountants.
Sir, I'm sitting next to a judge, तो कोई डरने वाली बात तो नहीं है.
Absolutely not. Feel comfortable. You are at your home.
तमन्नाओं से नहीं मिलते ख्वाहिशों के शहर. चलना भी जरूरी है मंजिल को पाने के लिए.
सही बात है. You don't take first step, then you cannot reach.
A doctor can help you in curing, but chartered accountant can help in prevention, and prevention is always better than cure.
Absolutely right.
So you don't want to go into controversy, I think. एक मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास की भी बात करें तो वो भी जब एक जगह फोकस करता है तो कागज में भी आग लग जाती है. So you are not going to the institute. Institute is here now.
I know. कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है एक बार मुझे फिर से करनी चाहिए, लेकिन वो डर वही लगता है कि वापस अटेम्प्ट न लग जाए.
See these these kind of committees and council which are there in ICAI can play pivotal role for the development of not only of the institute but also of the future generation and ultimately of the development of the country.
Institute is very well organized. There are regional council, there is central council, regional council, branches, then there are study circles.
First of all, my compliments to the institute. I think there's been very serious concerted effort at making this profession even richer.
Overall, there are, I think, about more than 70 countries where institute has presence. I think no professional or educational body would have that much of presence.
Institute has played a very significant role. I would say almost 95 to 100% chartered accountant, you'll find them successful.
I can never forget the Institute of Chartered Accountants for whatever they have given me.
लाइफ में इस स्टेज पे आने के बाद बहुत सारे अवार्ड्स मिले, लेकिन ये जो आप इंटरव्यू कर रहे हैं इसकी खुशी अलग है मेरी। पेरेंट्स तो हमेशा ब्लेसिंग्स देते ही हैं
जी, बिल्कुल।
अब आज इंस्टीट्यूट ने भी ब्लेसिंग दी है तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है।
So it is something like कि आपके गुरु ही आपको आशीर्वाद दे रहे हैं।
Absolutely, सही बात है।
Whenever I am crossing that ITO bridge and the building of CA Institute, I always bow myself before that.
Chartered accountancy.
Trust.
Brilliant.
Proud to be one.
Proper service is a must.
He's a very trained professional.
The growth care.
And the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India?
Origin for growth cares.
Knowledge.
Credibility.
Wisdom.
Respect.
Great institute.
You got to improve 1% every day.
Cultivate passion.
Dedication, commitment and patience, that is what you required, and focus.
And then you should like it, you should have interest.
Whatever paper you are signing, read and internalize that.
Do what you love. Love what you do.
Don't look forward for early results. You will be successful.
You should follow the path of 3H: honesty, hard work and humility.
You will not get a better training than chartered accountancy, and therefore please aspire very high.
It doesn't matter from where you are coming in, but what matters is where you are going or where you have to go.